There's no guarantees this will be funny, like, you know what I mean? Might be like live comedy or something. Like, I need to lower this a little bit, you know, because I don't use the microphone in my hand because it distracts me. But I've just moisturised my hands after having washed them and the thing, so I'm not sure I can get the thing to go down. Oh, that. Look at that, calm down. Calm down. Oh, and I'm going to step back a little bit as well, so that I may like going cockeyed with you guys. Is that okay?
Yes.
Everybody's fine? Oh, it's quite bright, isn't it? And it's like there's a lot of glare coming from the candles off my multiple scratched glasses. I recently dropped them off the top of my caravan because I have to take, when I'm doing work, like I bought a caravan. That's another story, but I'm going to go there. But anyway, I dropped my glasses, so now I've got a bit of sellotape at the end. So it's not for comedy effect, it's just pure poverty. But they're scratched to fuck, so like I'm not really sure whether I need the glasses to see your faces, right? But like because they're so scratched, like I'm basically being stabbed in the face right now by all these shards of light. So but that's okay, I can handle it. Like Neo from the Matrix. Shit, motherfucker! Hit me with your lights, you cunts. So, they've changed the street lights. Have you noticed this, city drivers in? Now on the motorways, well, no, our chauffeurs took us to the gig. You fucking poor, glasses broken, fucking public transport user, you. I did sit on piss once on a bus. And I didn't notice till I stood up. You know what I mean? Because I just like the body temperature. It must have been fresh piss. It must have been at human body temperature. I think maybe I took the seat of the pisser. Like maybe they were like, oh, here's somebody that can hide my crime. So anyway, thankfully, I was going to a meeting at the town council. Covered in piss, but it was about judo. So, because I'm a fucking ninja master motherfucker, it was about judo. So my coach happened to have a pair of trousers with him. So, so that was okay. Rescued the moment. You know, it's good to be prepared. I think he might have also been a Boy Scout. Anyway, but I noticed you had somebody over here's got like some kind of fighting slogan on the back. What does your T-shirt say?
All round fighting.
All round fighting. Is that like fighting for fat cunts? Or like, is it like, I can't even fucking see your face, right? Which is a shame because fighters normally have got broken noses and I'm really attracted to broken noses. And not you. Well, hey, when I'm finished with you. Okay, so we're okay, but okay. So what? This is the name of your club at the university?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I presume it's mixed martial arts of some sort.
Yeah, so we do a bit of jiu-jitsu.
Okay. Let's see an Nagi. There you go. Or maybe that was. It's been a long time since I did judo. Well, not too long. I did return to it when I was like 32 years of age, thinking I would maybe get into the Olympics or the Special Olympics or something. I wasn't really sure. Either I would have done. And within like 6 months, I'd broken my ankle. A guy just was like, that was it, snapped. And then I dislocated my knee. No, I just hurt my knee a little bit, and then I dislocated my shoulder. So I didn't get to the fucking Olympics. Injuries. They were really disappointed, so in the loss of that thing. So that's okay, so we're doing okay. I get up here and talk shite. Basically, I do, like, I've got stories that I tell and things that I come up and I just kind of I'm a free speaker, because I'm a free thinker. Like, because this whole idea of free speech is you've got a right to say, to express your opinion. I'm like, how the fuck do I know what my opinion is until I've fucking said it? Do you know what I mean? Like, until you say shit, and some cunt goes, you're fucking wrong, you can't fucking fix your thoughts. So I just speak freely. If at any point I offend any of you, feel free just to say you fucking racist bitch or something, whatever. Or, not that I'm racist, like. But if you feel that I'm being in any way offensive to any individual or group, just let me know. That went well. So yeah, you were on stage and I thought you were amazing. And like very confident, very like composed, very clear speech and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, I used to just go, now it's like, I'm really impressed. So well done, by the way. So, Ari. But you mentioned something about weed, right? And I thought, well, maybe you're a weed-friendly audience. So I thought... I've never got, why the fuck that's funny?
We're all high right now.
I thought maybe I would possibly, and it might not work because it's a long time since I've told the story and I've got neurological difficulties that isn't helped by my marijuana smoking. So the story might not go so well, but it's quite a good story, and it's about the time that I kind of got busted for drug trafficking as I travelled through Europe to go to a wedding in Poland. But I got away with it. So you want that story?
Yeah.
I mean, like, some of you are going to be like, she's pretty cool, other years are going to be like, she's a fucking mink, right? As part of the story, some of you will not want to shake my hand after the story beforehand. So anyway, okay. I'm a little bit of a political dissident, right? I'm a fucking troublemaker. I'm also being targeted for assassination multiple times. Started with my 2-year-old brother when I was little, when he kicked me down a flight of stairs. So, I think it's MK Ultra shit or something, I'm not really sure. But recently, I'm having a dispute with the medical profession because I believe I've got a genetic condition that explains a really extreme reaction to medicines and toxins and chemicals and all the rest of it, right? And I believe my doctors have deliberately misdiagnosed me and are about to test drugs on me. Okay, no funny, again, right? So I went to my MP, and my MP was like, go back to your doctor. I'm like, well, no, I'm not going to go back to my doctor. Tell you what, I came here ethnically cleansing the country, fuck yous, I'm going to go to war with the NHS, have yous all fucking shot, right? Because I'm like, let's go to court, and I'll get my side of the story out, you get your side of the story out, and then it's half fine. So like, I'm provoking the system in multiple ways, right? So I'd written that email on the Monday. On the Wednesday, I was getting on a flight to Amsterdam. So gets on the flight, everything's fine. Gets to Amsterdam, I'm wondering about Amsterdam. Here I smoke a couple of smokes in a couple of different places, buy like a gram here, a gram there. Had like 4 grams on me. Had like 3 grams in my pocket for some reason and put 1 gram in my bag. And then I got on a bus from Amsterdam to Berlin. Oh, but in the hash shop, in the weed place, I started speaking to an Irish guy and he's like, take some of this with you, like herbal tobacco, like green shit, again for like putting in your dopes. He goes, might be a handy decoy, right? And I'm like, okay, no problem. So I put this fake grass shit, it looks like grass, like green shit, in with the 3 grams in my pocket, and then I left a gram on the top of my bag for some reason, I've got no idea why. Gets on the bus at like 1:40 in the morning, go to Berlin, right at the border before we get into Germany. The bus is stopped, I'm asleep, right? The bus is stopped, the bags are off the bus, the police are fucking checking everybody's IDs and passports and shit. I'm like, okay, so much for free movement in Europe, right? They checked everybody's IDs and they're looking for somebody, and they come up to the lassie next to me and they say to her, and I just wake up at this point in time and I say to her, what are they doing? Because they're checking passports, and the copper, the police officer says, I went to get my passport, and he went, don't need to see your passport, I know who you are, right? And I'm like, okay, fair enough. I had only had 2 joints, so I wasn't fucking totally wasted. So then they were like, they must have smelled my bag, but I only had 1 gram on it, on the bag. So they must have thought, well, fuck it, we can't bust her, she's still in Holland, right? So it gets to Berlin, right? Gets to Berlin, and I just didn't feel welcome. It was a grey day, and I thought, I met a guy at the bus stop, he was quite hot. I'm going to get on the bus with him. As you do. No? I'm like one of these people who just float about the world and just like go where I'm guided. So this boy was really hot and he was on his computer, so I sat beside him and I was like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to Poland. And I'm like, well, I'm going to Poland. Got to be for a wedding in a couple of days' time. I said, where are you going? He goes, I'm going here. I goes, well, that's near where I'm going, but now it is. Right, because I didn't feel welcome in Berlin. So I met a guy in Hamburg as well, a homeless guy, and I gave him the details, and he came to bite me for a week till we'd a fight. So anyway, but that was another story. And then, so I'm in Berlin, and I just immediately buy the bus ticket. No, I didn't actually. We went for dinner. We went for some like Chinese food. I had just hit my teeth cleaning because I did a bad reaction to a dental treatment, right? So I did have my face fucking removed. So that's fine. So I was really attractive and really hot and really like eating my food really sexily. And I was trying to get the guy and be like, ooh, right? So that was fine. So I didn't, and I thought, we're going from Berlin to Poland. I thought really I should stash the weed. But I really wanted to spend time with this guy, so I didn't stash the weed. I got the gram out of my top of my bag and I just put the whole 4 grams in my pocket. I'm like, what's the chances of both of your buses getting busted? In the space of like 10 hours, right? I give this guy the whole story about me being actually the real queen of the country and nothing. So he was, when he saw the next bus that I just bought a ticket for 20 minutes earlier, like I bought the bus ticket and then the bus was loading. When he saw, and I told him about the bus the night before, and then we're just about to get to the border of Poland, and then the whole fucking bus is surrounded by fucking like 3 Mariahs, 3 vans, and 4 police cars, right? And they like pulls up, and this guy's like, are they after you? Like, what the fuck have you done? Okay? And I'm just like, he's like, I was like, it's probably just for my weed, okay? And he's like, have you got weed? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, just like leave it on the bus. I'm like, I'm not fucking leaving it on the bus. Go find it. I got your dogs, right? Like I fancied my chances better keeping the weed in my pocket, right? Would you know? And I was prepared to go to jail. I had a couple of days before I needed to be the next place. I figured the longest I could hold was 6 hours, right? But there was a chance if I left the weed on the bus, they would get it. I've seen a few buses be raided before. Most buses actually I've ever travelled on across the border have gotten raided. Starting when I was like 12 years old, which was strange. I did hate hash on me then as well, but never mind. Didn't get caught. I think the dogs are on my side, right? So you didn't leave nothing on the bus. So I had the hash, I had the grass in my pocket, inside the tobacco packet with the weed inside the fucking thing, right? They gets everybody off the bus. They had all the bags lined up. They let me back on the bus for my passport and just to check that I hadn't left anything else dodgy. And I got off the bus and my bag's there, and I'm like, we're all standing in a line up, right? So there's like, I don't know, 30 people maybe in 3 or 4 rows. And I'm like at the front, and I'm like, oh fuck. And you're looking, there's like a fucking X-ray scanner machine, a fucking body scanner machine, fucking metal fucking detectors and all the rest of it, a drug screening fucking van. And I'm like, oh well. I better phone my cousin and let him get a Mighty Muggy's wedding, okay? So that's fine, and I'm like, fuck this shit. So I actually got this dress, which is interesting, right? It's like, ooh, coincidence. Twilight Zone, right? Oh no, I'm lying. It was a different dress, because I had more room to maneuver, now that I remember. Because I was able, it was what a big t-shirt dress, a similar colour, and I was able to get my hands inside the dress. So, you know, I'd just be like, there, with my hands showing, but with my leather jacket or mist, it looked like my hands were still here. Prince Andrew took some lessons from me. Near my hands. I did my hands there. Anyway. So I get my hands in and I'm like, okay, this is the point where you're, well, fuck it, we started the story now. Gets the grass out of the pocket, gets it stashed in the snatch.
Yeah.
Right? It was wrapped. It was well fucking wrapped. Okay. It was well wrapped. It wasn't just weed. Smoke that, you bitch. So I that's fine. And I'm like, oh, let her not be a dog, let her not be a dog, let her not be a dog. Right? Here comes Frodo. At this point, I've still got the grass, the fake grass in my pocket, right? Frodo checks all the bags. Frodo sniffs on one of my bags. And they're like, whose bag is this? I'm like, it's my bag. And they're like, okay. Frodo moves along, sniffs in another bag. They're like, whose bag's this? I'm like, it's my bag. And I'm like, your dog is really fucking good. And they're like, is there drugs in your bag? Is there weed in your bag? I'm like, no, but there was drugs in the bag. Until very recently. He's fucking really good, right? So that's fine. They're emptying out my bags, both my bags, like in front of us. I'm just like, tip it out, just fucking tip it out, because you're taking fucking ages. And everybody's like, we need to get fucking going, right? So I'm just thinking about it. They're holding up a hash brownie, right? Going, where's the weed? Where's the weed? Like, I have no fucking idea, right? They were actually holding up a fucking hash cake. As we're asking me for the marijuana was, right? And I'm like, you're not getting my fucking hash cake. Not a fucking chance. So I'm just like, okay, fine. Because it was my bags, they took me out of the lineup at this point, right? It's a fucking by grace of God. They took me out of the lineup. And then I Frodo sniffing everybody else's balls, right? Now that I've got balls, but that weed bag's hanging out might have been mistaken for a set of balls. Certainly if I went through the scanning device. Anyway, so I'm like, fuck Frodo, you're fucking like my saviour. So they're sniffing everybody else. I think they got somebody else for like a Kinder Egg. I'm like, get a fucking Kinder Egg thing, you didn't have stuck in your arse. You're really off your heat, right? Even in a scanner, they just look like he was constipated. So the wifey, the female police officer, comes over, and I'm managing to get my hands back in my jacket, out of my jacket now, and just like sort of straighten myself up. And she's like, comes over, she drags me out the lineup, she takes the tobacco out of my bag, and the green herbal shit out of my pocket, and she's like, oh, marijuana, you're so busted. It's not legal here in Germany. You've come from Holland, it's not legal here in Germany. And I'm like, it's no weed. And she's like, I know weed when I smell it, because it was weed for Amsterdam, right? So like, they hail on the stomach. So try to locate it down to anything. So they see this shit that looks like, you need to get a bus. Feel free, go get your fucking train, go, 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 go. I'm recording it, so it'll be finished, but like, don't get stuck in the camera unless you look really beautiful when you're laughing all the way out the door. I'm sorry I'm like, took so fucking long. I'll get work history, it's got mere punchlines, so you're near like fall asleep in the middle, right? Okay. I will get some jokes. I might have to sit down with you and write some shit, because I sense that you've been through this before. Okay, there you are. See you later. Thanks for that. Great singing, by the way. I really like that. I did like that. I like that kind of. I wish I could sing like that, but I can't sing like that. So hence why I'd just come up here and reveal my innermost secrets. So anyway, so where was I? I was weed, dog, kind of marijuana. Anyway, so she basically gets the weed and she's going, it wasn't the weed, it was the fake shit. And my sexy Irish person that I just like stalked across country, he was like standing beside me, and I'm just like, alright, fuck it, I'm busted. I'll just like 6 years in the cells, and I'm just like, you know, fuck it, because I figured they were gonna find this if I got arrested in the fucking cells, right? So, and I wasn't gonna start eating it, right? And after I thought it had been, I wouldn't let anybody go down here, right? Okay. It's okay, we just got to, you know what I mean? Like, anyway, I've got their trust, it's fine. So the Bobby's saying to the male police officer, she's telling me I'm getting drugged for drug trafficking. I'm going, it's no drugs. You're getting done for drug trafficking, taking drug. And it was like maybe, even if it was like maybe 2 or 3 grams, I'm like, pretty sure I'm going to get done for drug trafficking. You take it across the border. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's no drugs. I know drugs when I smell them. I'm like, well, okay, no problem. And then they were talking in German, and he turns around and says to me, he says, okay. He says, it's up to you. If you want to stay here and be processed, you can be, and then we'll let you on the next bus. Or if you've got somewhere you need to be, you just sign a piece of paper and say you'll come back to face charges for drug trafficking. And I was like, okay, no problem, see you later, it's no fucking weed. And they let me back on the fucking bus, where I dished out the hash cake. Is much like I was like Jesus parting the loaves, feeding the 5,000 with that one hash cake to all the fellow passengers. And I got all the way to Poland. We weed in a snatch. So I should probably end there. And I do apologise. It was, normally there should be more consistency in the laughter in between, but then I can only blame you guys for being horrified.
How did you get back?
What do you mean? How did I get back? Well, they just let me go on the bucket bus.
From Poland here.
Well, like I was only gone for a wedding, and that's another story. Like that's like, but I wasn't arrested and I wasn't busted, and you understand that they confiscated leaves. They confiscated tea leaves. Right? So they thought they had like, yeah, we've got the fucking bitch, right? And they're like, we're gonna, and I'm like, because I was like, when they stopped and they're going to come, I was like, oh, that's no problem, here's my phone number, just phone me, I'm only going to Poland, and I've like got an open return, like I didn't have a return, I just was like going to Poland, I was going to the wedding, and after the wedding I was figured I'd meet the man of my dreams and like elope to Russia or something, right? And it didn't happen, because anyway, so they were just like, you can go, and I was like, well, I'll sign this piece of paper and I'll come back when I've got to face my drug charges. But you understand that they would have had to go and test them and send them to their laboratory in order to prove the drug content of it. And the lab would have just been like, oh my God, are you fucking serious? 7 fucking vans, 7 fucking motor vehicles, like 20 police officers for a bit of tobacco, some tea leaves, for a cup of tea. They've been out here a cup of fucking tea. Meanwhile, I'm in Poland smoking it up with fucking really sweet smelling weed. Okay, and that's all I can say. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for having me. You've been wonderful. Good night.
All right, we have one more performer to go, and it's Steven. Round of applause.
Hello.